Hello, what's going on? Um, I actually want to put my earrings. I feel so naked without it. I really like this shirt, this little sweater. I feel like I want to go ahead and do something like recreate this because I got this at the store, but I want to go ahead and probably make one of my own. More than likely, I will. It's giving. It reminds me of my ballet days. Definitely reminds me of my ballet days. One moment. Ooh. Oh my God, I'm so. Hi. All right, so the other day you guys saw me in my journey with I think the last time that I saw you guys, you wished me, you didn't wish me though, but I invited you to wish me happy birthday and sing happy birthday with me. And then I also did a get unready with me. No, get ready with me, like getting into back into the house for the weekend. Also spring cleaning, things of that nature. Pardon me. I am still spring cleaning. So that is, I could have done this off camera, but pourquoi? Pour the frick quoi? It is Sunday, March 24th at 6:39 p.m. And I just wanted to come up on here because I know that there's a lot of hoopla in regards to the unnecessary and historic BS that has happened within the city of Trenton. Now, because there are so many people that have been a part of this, they feel protected. They feel like, oh, well, I was able to manipulate this person and that person and that person and this person in order to do my bidding. And so I'm not going to be touched. And what does that say about the community that person is in, about responsibility? What does that say about the individuals that are part of that? What does that say about the government? And what does that also say about people when it comes to time to to actually stand up for injustices when they themselves have happened to meet, I'm gonna say equal, because this right here is just so egregious that I find it unnatural. They probably are lying and gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna do this to anybody else. Considering that this is going on unchecked, they were probably gonna lie and be like, "Oh, this is not gonna happen to anybody else. This is gonna be her. This is just her." Another thing that I wanted to know is that wait on. Another thing that I wanted to know is that people are pretty cowardly. Actually, not pretty cowardly. That's a little modest and humble. People are extremely cowardly, especially. Oh my goodness! Like I go into social media and I see people on live that really try to still exploit and capitalize off of my abuse, and a lot of it obviously has to do with people who pretend to be, holier than thou, or just about Christianity, and not even and also outside of Christianity. These people can be of any religion. You know, no one is exempt. So it's like whether you believe in God or not, no one is exempt when it came to abusing me, to stalking me. And then they offer some asinine kind of reason to throw it out in order, like I haven't thought about it already, about like moving. I've obviously told you that I temporarily lived in New York City when I rented out this place to to one of my former roommates, who then all the dubs are coming. Ooh, and a Starling. Okay. So I rented out this place while I was living in New York City, but it wasn't like, I had like one of those tenants where this wasn't my place anymore. It was just like, no, I explained it before where I lived temporarily, but I also visited on the weekends because I lived for the most part in New York City for a period of time because my YouTube stuff was going up. So I was like, I think that I can get, and there were more events going on, obviously in New York City in the metropolitan area. So I was just like, okay, cool, like bet, let me go ahead and move to New York. And I went to school at the Fashion Institute of Technology. So just thought that the experience was always nice. Let me go back and and do the commute, but also because I wasn't dumb, because I had invested in this property when I had fixed it up, that I did not want to go ahead and sell this place because then it would have been sold at a cap rate. And I knew that once this place was going to, like, I'm sorry, once the contract for the house, because it's under a mortgage. So like once I had paid off the mortgage contract and the city agreement, that would have made the house, invaluable to me to be able to sell it at full price, or well, like whatever the price is, retail. I do not fully know the real estate or marketing jargon, but basically what I'm saying is just that this house was like it's like one of those HUD houses. Basically, this was my mother's house, and she had passed away in my teens, and I didn't want to live here. Obviously, I was a teenager myself, underage, and I was just going through the life of being a sheltered child, helping to raise my younger brother. So what I had did was I moved in with my grandmother, and my grandmother is who I originally lived with for most of my youth, really, and who I would frequently visit. So we moved back. By we, I mean my two younger brothers. We moved back, and because my grandmother was elderly with diabetes, I helped her. Before then, I helped her, and then I continued to help her until I had graduated high school. And I didn't forget about her because I would visit her during the weekends often from New York City to back to Trenton, New Jersey, which I proved to you that I still live in Trenton, New Jersey, in the house that people had lied about and said that I was homeless on. So when my mom had acquired this place and she had passed away, my uncles had moved in because obviously I did not want to be, sorry, not my uncles, my uncle had moved in with his family and I did not want to be in this house. So um, I had moved in with my grandmother and I had helped raise my little brothers. It was just something that was natural to me because I was always like, the babysitter, and I was always the go-to person. I was considered, the grandma myself for many, many, many years. So with that, which is why I guess I don't mind saying that I'm an old lady, because it's just like it seems like I finally caught up to what it is that I've always been. Where just like an older person practically inside of a younger person's body. Where just like now I'm old, I'm old. But yeah, and it's weird because like I'm being challenged. I'm like unprovoked. Like how do you? But I'm being challenged by women who obviously are still trying to regain their onto their youth and their vitality. And it's just like I'm not stopping you. Go ahead and live your life. That's literally the purpose of being on this earth, to live your life. As long as you are maintaining a balance, in certain respects accordingly. So according to what kind of universal beliefs and value systems that we actually should be having. But some people just don't want to have that right now. But it's nonetheless, my point is, hold on, that's actually me going into like a whole nother conversation. But my point is, my I was living with my grandmother, and I was basically having maintaining my grades and things of that nature. Close to before a year, I was gonna, graduate high school. I was in the top 10% of my class, and I was still maintaining, like, going to extracurricular activities, and also working a part-time job. I was working a part-time job for the Department of, I think, Health. So, Department of Health. I have it somewhere, and I was also. Look at this. You see that? You see that? It's a fluffy. It's like, oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. You see this in the light, right? And here, I'm sorry, here. Like, yo, I'm telling you, every single time you see, it's like space, man. So you can't like deny. Every single time when I've been like scratching my face and things of that nature, that's literally what I have to, what I have to deal with. Excuse me. And it doesn't help because I have like allergies like a mofo, and I have cats with long hair who I adore, but sometimes when it gets really bad with my allergies, I wish that they were just bald. It's like, no, I love them. I love them. But yeah, And then with their licking and stuff like that, I'm just like, geez Louise. And sometimes a humidifier, no, no, a filter just does not work. I've tried them and I was just like, oh, gee, golly, Miss Molly, this is like ridiculous. Anyway, let me go back to the part where I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm about that business where it comes to like, um, my family. So, and the gist and the sense of it was just like I was maintaining my extracurricular activities. I was also, I was also still having good grades and things of that nature, but I did kind of eventually I was starting to, pull off from my grades because I was being more hands-on with taking care of my brothers and stuff. And that was the whole idea of me not wanting to have sex or anything. Like I didn't have to worry about that because one, the sexual assault that I had happened when I was a kid that really triggered me to the point where I just kind of was more recluse. And I just more really focused on the fact that there were other things to worry about as a kid. Like that kind of stuff didn't enter my mind really. I say for the most part, kissing, of course, like I'm not. I wasn't a total just like banana or vegetable. Of course, I had like desires, but it wasn't ever anything to go on where I needed to. I mean, obviously, as you guys have witnessed by stalking me, that I can be abstinent for a while, and I was abstinent until after I graduated high school. So the thing is just like when my grandmother was, doing really really bad, I needed to come back and forth from New York City to school. I'm sorry, from New York City in school back to Trenton, especially since my uncles were kind of like making me feel bad. I'm like, why are you trying to make me feel bad? I'm 18 years old. I've literally did my purpose as as a responsible child. You feel me? As a responsible child, I did what I was supposed to do. Not only that, but I exceeded everybody's expectations without even asking. Like this is how it's like you see a need and you feel a need, and this is where people obviously slacked, and this is where I stepped in and they took it to the fucking extremes, as you can tell, because these people have been so fucking ungrateful that they have literally tried to push things to the narrative where they wanted to see me be utilized. And so many black people have jumped on the bandwagon, including the white people. But white people do that shit so easily because they've done that for so fucking long. But it was just like black people okay, the whole thing about this whole projecting bullshit is the worst. Black people have sabotaged our whole fucking history based on the fact that they decided to bandwagon in order to try to oppress me and enact modern slavery tactics onto my life for several fucking years. And to this day, they are doing things or trying to say things where it's just like, oh, let it go, move on, but you're still abusing me. You're still over here infringing on my and you're still infringing on my rights, still violating my civil and human rights. So you're a fucking joke because you're still repeating the coon nigger concept and the behavior and tactics that our history or the black history had to really fucking deal with. You feel me? So it's just like, okay, well, here you go. Here you fucking go, being a fucking minus. But you're a nigger is a stupid person. So why would I expect you to catch up and really try to honor or take a moment to delve into that? Because I'm not really calling the niggers and coons out like individually one by one. They each have their own time to go ahead and digest and process exactly where it is that they went wrong, but instead they rather just point the finger and project and misdirect all their hurt, pain, and unhealed wounds. So right now, and it's just like, nah, 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 nah. Like I don't have the time and I don't have the care anymore. I thought this was a misunderstanding until I realized people's intentions and the fact that these people are minuses. These were people that I was never investing in when it came to the concept of black culture, black community, black identity. These were people that were minuses. These were people I could honestly give or care less about because those were people that were going to be the anchors, the crabs in a barrel. So I only cared about anybody. Like you don't have to be a perfect person. You don't have to live a perfect life. It was just like I didn't need you to be a fucking hindrance to anything that I was trying to do. And yet you guys feel like I have to be subdued or subjected into being silenced in order for you to come up. And that just sounds like a bunch of weakness. Yes, you are repeating the same kind of tactics that your oppressors that that you still complain about do. And I I don't need to be that person who can understand you, and yet at the same time you want to go ahead and silence me because you're doing the same thing. That's not happening. So it's just it's an entire go fuck yourself at the very end of the day, because I will always call you out. As long as there is politics, as long as there is church, and whatnot like that, as long as there's any kind of discord about inequities or just speaking on people in general about things that are just, a topic that is has not been resolved, you will see me still hold myself to certain standards and have freaking boundaries when it comes to your disrespect and your projections and your lies. So I've already gone ahead and disproven the fact that you said I was homeless when I wasn't, and I was never homeless. So that was one thing, and I still am not finished with that. Like, it's one thing to go ahead and show you literal proof, though, but it's just like, yo, I want to go ahead and go and show you more, and show you more. It's like, no, 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 we get it. No, 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 no. You started this shit. You started this shit unprovoked. So we are taking it further. Okay, this is little. So there's no fucking room or gaps or anything like that nature for you to try to like squeeze or wiggle yourself out of, being held accountable. Because even though the people presently are either okay, it seems like that the moral high ground is underrepresented. It seems like it is just too small right now and silent enough. Well, no, too small right now to be, I wouldn't say, not to be silent or silenced, but definitely to the point where the impact right now is being challenged. It's still being like, it's still being either, we're still tussling with the opposition. And the opposition is feeling so fucking, either they're feeling so fucking delusional or so fucking, I would say not uppity, but just saying like too fucking confident in where they are, where it's just like it's gonna get you either way. It really is. It really is gonna get you. But it's just like, hey, look, we've seen the way how the elite and dignified between celebrities have fallen. We've seen the parts where barristers, kings and queens have fallen, even by death. It'll get you some in some way. It'll fucking get you. Yale and Harvard. Okay, how many times have we? I think Columbia too, but let's like, how many times have we seen Ivy League schools literally get stretched and get called out? Okay, it's only a matter of time, before that karma comes right back up on you. Okay, you have a way, like, don't try to save face by lying further, because that's really going to just make you look really fucking stupid and make you just lie down in the fucking mess that you are in. But it's just another thing for you to just go ahead and eat that, but with some fucking dignity, not with like, some haughtiness in which you are being um a total loser ass bitch. There's some type of code of respect in which you can actually leave with your face held, with your head held high. But a lot of you bitches don't do that. I mean, and that's obvious because of the way how you guys moved in the first place, and the ideas and the ways about you went about um trying to excel. And then look at you. You went about all these wild ways in order to get money and access and all that other kind of shit. And then they started inflating prices. So you started having to pay more. And then it even seemed like, a more of a balance towards, what you were paying before you had fucking crossed me. So, and I mean, some people are, got off as being millionaires and billionaires and thinking that they were going to get away with the amount of money that they stolen from me, and that they can just try to gaslight me or talk passive aggressive and think that I will forgive people who I will never ever fucking forgive a day in their fucking life. You already got caught. Well, even though you won't be coming forward with the information, it was just like, I've already known exactly who you are. So it's just like I have no reason and no value in honoring like forgiveness kind of, I wouldn't say stunt, but or clause or anything of that nature. But it's just like it doesn't serve my better good. If anything, it just really subtracts from it. So yeah, no. I'll be doing you a service and doing myself a disservice, and I'd rather not do that. Okay. I respect myself too much. And that was just something that was a problem the entire time. You took my love and my grace and my politeness as something of weakness. So if I gave you forgiveness, you wouldn't learn. You would not learn. You would not learn your lesson. And obviously, by the way you're still moving, it's just like, yo, you should be able to. There's a way for people to redeem themselves, but a lot of people are not choosing to. Anyway, I wanted before the sun goes down because I do love this sun. I wanted to go ahead and talk about some things about me to further discuss about like about about what a lot of the blacks are doing. Again, this is the coons and niggers within the black community. Not again, not all blacks, never all blacks. It's the niggers and coons of the fucking black community. Excuse me. Yes. I'm sorry, I just can't stop balling my hand. It's just like, yeah, but just wanted to show you something. So this is an old fucking ticket of me with us Friday 25th at La Boheme Opera at in Trenton, New Jersey. Boom, boom, boom. It's just that there were certain things about me that the other person decided to copy off of. So it's just like no wonder this person is really trying to give it all they got when it comes to wanting to maintain an identity. And it's just like, bitch, come up off that. You've already been established at the foundation that you are a liar. But it's just like, okay, there are things because I was too busy being distracted. It was a tack. It was a tactic for them to distract me and also to, I guess, like usurp me and try to like literally take my life. So what I did instead was just like, yo, let me go handle this because clearly it seems like, it's so weird because I went to so many different type of channels in regards to trying to, seek solutions and seek no not seek solutions, but it was like seek answers and seek help. So like I contacted the police, I contacted private detectives to get quotes, I contacted lawyers, and I contacted people within the city. And it was just like people were just really giving me the runaround because these people were corrupt. These people were dedicated in order to be fucking not only just criminalistic, but just, have a certain kind of moral code where it was just really fucking duplicitous and disgusting. And that they would be embarrassed about and that they are embarrassed about because they have never admitted it publicly. It's always on some punk ass weak bullshit. And that's what I'm saying again, as I will always say, is just that this information that I'm presenting people is for either the future, and also for anybody who's literally, advocating for my justice because that's literally who I speak for myself because I am a valuable person and because I really feel no different in regards to having justice as I would for you. Because I've had nothing but I've continuously proven that I'm for the people in regards to people who have respect and humanity for me. As long as you are treating me with respect and not treating me inhumanely, then bitch, like we're cool. But other than that, it's just like get the fuck up out of here. And a lot of people in the church churches and different types of spiritual beliefs have been acting the opposite. Okay. I love this light. It's just so it gives. Okay. Okay. Let me go. This is a cute little card. It's from my aunt. So it's a happy birthday. This is so old. Laugh 3 times, once in praise, once in promise, once for purpose. Love, Uncle Sid and Aunt Ruth. And this is Waraiko as centuries-old Japanese laughing ritual. 3 hearty laughs are offered up during the celebration. The first is in gratitude for the passing year. The second is in prayer for the coming year, and the last is for clarity. A laugh to clear the mind and heart. So isn't it so cute? It is a fucking kimono, bitch. So I mean, it's just like there were many different things that I had that I pursued that were you know Japanese and Asian influence since I was a fucking kid, and that I put so and so on. So it's just like so weird, so fucking weird. And again, here's an old fucking picture of me with my accolades, my many accolades and things of that nature. And it was just like, okay, everything I was trying to pursue has been undermined by whites, blacks, and non-blacks. And it's just like so fucking disgusting. Like this is the people of today. This is the people of today. Right now I'm pursuing something that's my business. And there's so many nosy blacks. I literally have screen recorded, a passive aggressive black person, a black woman who was talking about oh, you're not gonna get like, these kind of successes because you're not asking anything. It's just like, no, bitch, I'm gonna get whatever it is that I want to seek out and achieve. Just because you're deficit and retarded in regards to excelling without, without leaning onto me, that's your problem. That is a personal fucking issue. Black person that is part of the nigger and coon community. Like, yo, you have to, like, seriously, there has to be some type of way. No, I think nigger and coon is sufficient because it's just like within the fucking community, you have really just tarnished. You have been a fucking stain, and I really detest these people so fucking much. Really, 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 really. Because I don't want to keep saying like, oh, black people, but it's the majority of black people, literally. What the if none, I think 100%, if not nearly 100%, decided black people within Trenton, New Jersey, decided to go ahead and fucking just like harm me. You wanted to kill me and you're mad at my words, bitch. Make that make fucking sense. Make it make fucking sense because I'm allocating exactly the shit that you did. Like, come on now. That sounds so stupid. It really sounds really fucking stupid. And there were times when, I would invite somebody over for like, I would rarely take pictures or anything, as you can see. Like, I rarely take pictures of myself, but it was just like, my mom took pictures of that. I rarely took pictures of like things that I did or things that I got, toys and things of that nature. And I would see exactly the hate that, or like the passive aggressive comments that I would get from people who I befriended. And it was just like, yo, like, you don't have to say those things. Like, literally, like, I come in peace. You wanted to be my friend. Like, you say certain things like, oh, I'm just joking, I'm your friend. I know what that means now. But back then, when you're a fucking child, like, you're just like, oh, okay. Like, it's just, like sibling rivalry. You see it so many times on social media, like you can disguise, like you would mistake it as something that's just like harmless, but it's actually somebody who really wanted to see you dead, bitch. Somebody who really wanted to see you down, somebody who really wanted to take you out. And while I'm over here enjoying my pursuits, enjoying, trying to define myself or identify myself or trying to, make an identity for myself, I had somebody trying to, like, assassinate my character and assassinate me with the help of other black people. So again, you're mad at my words for accurately defining exactly who you are, but you don't want me to be mad at the fuck shit that you did, including trying to kill me, bitch. Make it make fucking sense. You are a fucking nigger and coon, and I should never, and I will never have any forgiveness for you because of the dumb shit that you're doing. You like just because you don't want to take any responsibility, and some of you are just like, yeah, I said it, yeah, I did it. Then that's on you. Okay, that's the life that you can choose to live. But it's just like at the same time, though, do not feel any remorse when I don't want to go ahead and give you any kind of sympathy. And when I see people speak on your behalf in a very passive way, trying to make a storyline or a narrative where it makes it seem like, I was supposedly jealous of you or for any kind of reason, bitch, no. I still have receipts. I still have the actual phone and phone numbers and text messages and pictures and things of that nature where you have either received nothing but compliments and money from me, bitch. Compliments and money from me. Oh, hold on. This is a cute picture of me too. I have on like the little cute little turtleneck with the Japanese little skirt too. I'm a child. And here's my brother who's middle, the little light skin one right here. So and my hair up with the chopsticks. So it's just like come up off that shit. Come up off that shit. Like ay, yeah. Here's my family on here. It's like, we have like our little mixed thing. That was my dad. That's my aunt from the islands. One of my aunts from the island from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who's a bitch. Like, yo, like y'all really were trying me. Really fucking trying me. And I'm just like, you damn right I'm about to call you call you all the fuck out. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And there's nothing wrong with me going ahead to talk about stuff that, that's still ongoing. Y'all, every fucking Sunday, y'all talk about something that's, that's been happening in the past when it comes to, Bible reflections and things of that nature. So you're mad at something that I'm talking about that's still ongoing and that's really trying to like jeopardize my well-being. I would ask you if you're dumb, but I already gave you an identity. I've already categorized you for who you are. So it's just like, what? What? I mean, Catholic school. I'm trying to look for something like this. Is me going through my files, almost like a freaking See me. This is me going through my files, almost like a freaking raccoon, almost. But better a raccoon than better a trash panda than an actual nigger coon. It's insane. Oh, this because yo heavy. I used to wear red heavy. I used to love the color red. I mean, I still do love the color red. Obviously, Aries, but this is my sister and me in the red to go to at somebody's wedding, and this is me in the photo. Wait, where's me as a debutante with someone who's also one of the abusers. Like, okay, hold on. All right, so look at this wig right there. And then I always have my hair like excuse me. I always have my hair done. This is the bang with the thinner eyebrows and the ponytail. And yes, like I always made sure that I had my hair done. But there were times when I was such a tomboy that I would literally like, obviously if you grow up with, just a whole bunch of guys in your family, you're literally just gonna focus on besides your accolades, you're just gonna focus on either like play fighting or just kind of, but not too hard, or you're just gonna focus on just kind of like roughhousing. That's that's pretty much it. I'm trying to find, and this is my grandmother with the whites in our family, and in the middle is a yeah, no, it's me. You see that hair color, that red hair color that she had? Yeah. So like, and I have freckles, but my grandmother had red hair. And my cousin has a natural red hair. He's a boy. He's a boy. My male cousin, he has freckles too. The point is, and this is in the middle is one of the girls who was like voted most popular in school. So, and that was me on the very end right here. But it's just like she asked me to be her roommate, and we went to the same college. My point is not to reflect on my glory days. My point is the fact that to dismiss and disprove the fact that people were saying like, oh, like I was the bullied one or I was the no, I really just had that ugly, stupid bitch really do the most in regards to wanting to go ahead and talk a lot of shit behind my back. Okay. That's really how it went. That's really, really how it went. Doesn't mean as a I mean I was literally I will show all of this later on. I really will. But I just wanted to show you something. Like I hated taking pictures. I really hated taking pictures, bro. Like here's a boy trying to like hold me still and I'm just like, yo, stop it. Like, yo, quit it. And me just dressing down, like, oh, but here I have my hair crinkly, and I'm over here literally about to tag a shirt, and I'm wearing like my bangles and stuff like that. Like, I'm just like, yo, oh, he's like, I think he was voted one of the popular kids too, because it was like three of them. But I'm just like, yo, like yo, get off me, like yo, get off me. I was always the one that was dressing down, for real, dressing down. I wasn't the one that was trying to get people's attention. I was just like, no, 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 stop it. And me in the middle with my cousins who are the one who owns a church and one who's a church like. But it's just like, yo, like you hear the stories though. It's just like the church ones are the most freaky ones. And I was not the church going person for a while. Well, I wasn't the church person. I wasn't the church going person in my teens. I was just the person who was always because like my family, like they stopped. I think the last time that we did that was like it was definitely before I turned 13. It was definitely before then. Okay, the sun is going. All right, but I'm trying to find something like one more thing. One more thing. Me and my grandmother's favorite color was really red. Like, look at her. Doesn't she look badass? Bitch. Love her. Rest in peace. I'm telling you, we was like this. And my uncle who supposedly, cared. It's just mad weird on how y'all be like, oh no, she was never loved. And if you guys can see, like, here's some photos of me tagging jeans, tagging a skirt, baby fat right there. Excuse me, baby fat skirt right there. And that was me for at least. And then I had somebody had hired me to do this. Somebody hired me to do a picture of Drew Hill. So it's just like I just be looking at y'all like, like it's just nothing but things that can go ahead and disprove a lot of y'all bullshit, man. A lot of y'all bullshit. Now, leading up into my adult life, where it comes to the dumb shit that you guys have been doing, oh yes, yes, we will definitely be talking about that. We will definitely not only be talking about it because like that, I'll leave that to that bitch. I will just be going ahead to continue showing you. This is my godfather. I had two godmoms and one godfather, and he's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. My older brother is Puerto Rican. Um, so I'm just like, yo, like what in the fuck is y'all problem, yo? It's just again, it was just like, oh wow, like look at this. This is my cousin saying like, hold on, what is it? Oh no, this is John. This is like, look, thanks, Shalise, for your assistance this year. Like, I've always been that stellar person. So people have literally decided to talk behind my back with bullshit. Tons and tons of bullshit. I wish I still have my yearbook. I had to get a yearbook from one of the libraries because unfortunately my family at the time when they started, in the what I was gonna say in the highlights, but in the high times of them wanting to talk shit behind my back, they were over here destroying a lot of the stuff that I had left at home. And I'm like, yo, this is insane, insane, and insanity. Like they got rid of a lot of stuff at the house. So yeah, I'm trying to find one thing because oh, look at this. And here's another thing. It is so weird, bro. You know, I should have actually add this. January 2017, 14, and it has his signature. It's just like, look, we're working this living room arrangement day by day, but the ending of the stay is the end of March, early April, first week. The objective is to give you a temporary starting point for you to move to another place. Roommate.com, rent.com, friend, family, member, rehab, etc. We've agreed, unless in serious circumstances, that you would move out within 24 hours notice if problems that are strenuous should arise between us under this household. No guests, no hard drugs. Like, bruh, I just I think in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to people who have been lying on me, it's they should be called out. Whether or not the justice system wants to hold them accountable, it's just like it should be called out. And as far as you guys want to get cocky and shit like that, it's just like at the end of the day, like no one was exempt for getting the fingers pointed at. Again, Harvard, Yale. It's only a matter of time. Especially when you see, was it Pelosi? No, Ponzi, and the guy with the Epstein. Shit, even presidents have gotten themselves called out. Okay, even Hoover, from different kind of like organizations and things of that nature. It's me being a cat. Sorry. The hair. It's annoying. I'm sorry, but the hair is really like freaking annoying. I cannot. Wow. Well, this was actually something requested, like, dear college freshman of the Trenton Central High School, please introduce yourself. So I was asked to be on a college freshman panel. So yeah, printed out emails. I was the one that gave out money to people, but I think one of my things that, again, I'm not showing this to show you my glory days. I'm showing this to show you that the fact that I have that I am me, I am here, and that I was the originator. I was the one that's literally and still am being copied by people who are being extremely heavily in denial. And it's just like, while this person is yapping and like, yeah, 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 I stand in it. I'm that bitch, really. I am that one. I am the one that literally definitely inspires people. I am the silent muse. I walk in excellence, whether or not people want to recognize that or not. Okay. You bitches are the ones that are trying to put me fucking down off of your inequities and off of your inadequacies and off of your failures. Remember, you are trying to use me as a fucking crutch. You are trying to X me out and try to be like, yeah, 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 yeah. Trying to put the shadow up on me and shit like that. But it's just like, there is nothing that is, I shine too brightly, even in the fucking dark, bitch. And when that's not happening, then I will fucking find the light somewhere and I will turn that shit fucking on. You are not going to catch me in a moment where I'm giving you grace to keep being a punk ass bitch. I am excellent. I am standing in it. Okay. That's obviously something that you are very afraid of and very intimidated by. And that's not a problem that I need to worry about because you are a grown ass person. So you need to go ahead and handle that. Okay. I'm an excellent and wonderful human being. I am deserving of many great things. So now we're just going to go ahead and witness how I address that. Okay. So that is me for today. For tonight, I'm going to go. And if there's any kind of problems that I think that we can all universally get together and work on or things of that nature, as long as you're not the person who literally crossed me, who's still talking shit and shit like in situations like that, don't want to hear from you. But anybody who's literally been advocating for my fucking justice, if you guys want to talk about something, I'm all ears. I'm here. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up some stuff. And I will chat with you all later. And yeah, all right. Bye.